Hi everyone. In the last video, we created the custom square command block. And now we can go into the square actually and go to edit. And here we can modify our square by adding this plus sign here to create an input value for length. And now we'll just drag this length over to the move steps. So now we have this spot here where we can indicate the length of our square. And we can actually also come into this variables category and make a variable called size. And this will be important when we're using a few different commands or a few different code blocks and we want them all to have a consistent size. So now I am just going to drag this size into the open input value, and we can set the size with this command block. So now you'll see the size change in the left-hand corner of my stage, and the size is set to 50, and now my square will be 50. And I'll show you another block that we can make for a triangle, which will work similarly to our square, but just have a few different parameters. I am going to grab the move and the turn, and we're going to turn 120 degrees this time, and move will be the length input, like in the square. So now I can take this triangle and set its length to size, which is currently at 50, but this will mean that the square and the triangle, now if they were together, they would be the same size. So something else we can do to create patterns is grab a repeat command, and I'll take one of these. I'll start with the square and drop that in there, and then we can go back into the variables and we can change the variable of size and have it decrease by -1 or 10 each time the code is repeated. So now I'll demo that for you. We're starting off at, let's start off at 100. And you'll see that we can create that type of pattern. And you could do this same thing with the triangle. But when you have the variables included, it just makes things a little bit easier and more consistent. And that's how you can get started with using variables.